Noreen here, giving Noreen the night off again, and tonight we're going to make some Irish spaghetti. And what makes it Irish spaghetti is simply that it's my mom's recipe and she's Irish. But it's, I improved on the recipe, I believe. I think I made it, I think I made it better. Okay, let's get started. Step 1, open a beer. Try Mickey's, it's great. And then, as with my chili recipe, the first step is to brown off the meat. And we have 2 pounds of hamburger here and 1 pound of pork, ground pork. My hands are clean, just wash them. So we're going to brown this off and we'll be right back when it's ready and we'll show you the next step. Okay, we're back. It's browned off rather nicely. And if you recall, when I do my chili, I prefer to have my meat rather chunky. And the only thing I did to this meat was I seasoned it with some Italian seasoning and salt. And then when it goes, for as far as the salt, you know, season to your liking. For the longest time, I couldn't figure out why my meat never tasted very flavorful. That's because I wasn't putting salt on it. I've had many failed attempts at trying this until I found a rather pleasant recipe to eat. And this is a big recipe, so if you need to scale back on it, go ahead and do that. We like to make extra and freeze some, so we'll have some for later. Okay, after the meat's all browned up, this is more of another mixology because I don't do this from scratch, and I start off with a little help. And this is what my mom always used, this is what we use. We like to use the classical also. So, again, this is a big recipe, so I put 3 of these big jars in there. And also, this recipe is really high on mushrooms, so if you like mushrooms, great. If not, you have to come up with some alternatives here. Oh, excuse me. The mushrooms, use two big cans of mushrooms, but rather than draining the juice, I take the juice and pour it back into the jars that the sauce came out of. And all of that wonderful flavor from the juice, from the mushroom juice, goes into the sauce, and it just gives it a little extra, I think, a more robust richness to the flavor. If this doesn't appeal to you, don't do it. Again, lots of mushrooms in the sauce. And the other big trick is, once you put the juice back in the jar, put the lid back on, take it up, dump it into the next one. And you come out with a clean jar. Nothing wasted. Again, I think this mushroom juice just adds such a good, rich flavor to the sauce. I mean, just give it a try. And then all that goes into back into the sauce. And I think that's why my mom, instead of pouring it right out of the jar and heating it up, decided to doctor it up. And I learned how to make her sauce without her really knowing it. So I'd go, after she, get it going, I'd go sneak some taste off of it and steal a little bowl of it with some bread, and I'd be happy. And then, like I said, I've had many failed attempts trying to recreate it. I think I've come up with a pretty good one here now. The family really likes it. When I say we're making spaghetti, we hear yay! So, and hopefully you'll like this too. Well, that's looking good already. And it smells really good too. Okay, and then, like I said, I added the Italian seasoning to the meat. But I also like to go ahead and add a little extra to the sauce.
I have to show them all these spices you pulled out.
My mom was amazed at how many spices I put in this thing. I did get to make it for her once, and she was really amazed with it. Take some basil. I'd say this is probably about maybe a half teaspoon.
That's a teaspoon.
Okay, then a teaspoon. I don't know. I just go by, you know, what looks good. Oregano. And most of this is already in the Italian seasoning, but I'd have to put a whole jar of Italian seasoning on here, you know, if I didn't use the separate ones. Sage is really important. If you don't get to put the sage in there, you're not going to get the good flavor that I remember. I probably go a little heavier on the sage than I should, but I like the flavor the sage gives it. Sorry, it's been sitting up there in the shelf for a while. Okay, good enough.
No, the truth be told, I just refilled those spice jars. That's why it won't come out, and I probably packed it too full.
Rosemary. A few shakes. Thyme. We use garlic powder. You can put fresh garlic in there if you like, I guess, but this is what's available right now. Sometimes I forget to put the garlic in there and Noreen comes behind me and sneaks it in there.
He didn't always used to put garlic in it.
A little onion.
You're going to have to wrap that on the counter because it...
Oh,
there, it's good.
Should open all these beforehand.
That's everything.
I think I got everything.
And look at what he did to my spice rack. He emptied it.
Oh, this whole bottom row is like the spaghetti
That's
shelf.
the spaghetti shelf.
Oh, I did forget the bay leaves.
Oh.
I put a couple of bay leaves in it. We don't know what happened with the bay leaves.
Whoever gets those gets to wash the dishes. I always try and sneak them into the kids'
When you
plate.
get the bay leaf on your plate, then you get to wash the dishes.
But they never end up washing the dishes.
Yeah, it's easier just do it and not listen to them bicker about it.
We have a dishwasher.
Okay, now give this all a good stir. Oh, BCS championships on the night. I was just thinking now we're to the best part. Oh. And guys, if you're doing this for your wife as a surprise, be smart about it and get you one of these. What do you put?
Oh, sorry.
Put a splatter shield over it, or you're going to have a big mess to clean up, or she will, which will totally ruin your surprise. And now you just let it simmer and grab your beer and go watch the game. That's the best part. So, And we'll be back after this simmers for a while because I'm hungry, so I know you're hungry, and Noreen will serve us up a plate. No, she'll fix us a plate.
I'll fix you a plate.
Yes. So we've been simmering for about a half hour now, and it's looking and smelling exactly how it should. It's really good. This next step is optional, but I like to do this. I put in like a 1/8 cup of sugar.
That's 2 tablespoons.
And for me, what that does is it kind of mellows everything out and kind of blends everything, and really cuts down on the acidity from the tomatoes. And my stomach will thank me later. I don't know if that was a 1/8 cup or not, but like I said, if you don't want to do that, don't do it. But I've been doing it all along, and I guess Noreen never really knew. So she doesn't know all my secrets.
Not all of them. Enough of them.
Yeah, can never get rid of her.
You have to kill me.
Okay, so we're almost done. We're going to let the water go on. We're going to boil some pasta now, and when that's done, we'll be back. And we're going to fix you a plate. Okay, we're back. A couple of things. When I brown off the meat, we buy really lean meat, so there's not really that much fat that renders off of it. So I don't drain it. I just let it all absorb back into it, and it just keeps the flavor in there. So this is looking really good. Noreen is fixing up a plate here.
And the pasta's wanting to stick.
With the spaghetti. We use ginger hair spaghetti because we don't like the really thick stuff. It feels like you just got a bunch of paste in your mouth. Oh, that looks good.
It does look good.
And then Noreen made some fresh homemade French bread earlier today, so we got that to go with it. And with a little garlic butter. That looks good. I am so hungry. So, I hope you try this. Hope you give it a try and hope you like it. And again, this is Mom's Irish spaghetti. And
there's not one Irish thing about it.
Other than an Irish lady that came up with it. An Irish man to make it better. So give it a try, and we'll see you next time.